Well, in West Africa, Boko Haram's insurgency in Nigeria has victimized thousands of people, but none have felt as much pain as the children who have lost both parents to the terror group. A boarding school in the northeast Nigeria state of Borno was established a year ago to help these children and now has 100 students. VOA's Baraje Bashir visited the school and filed this report narrated by Salim Solomon. Good job. All right.
The Borno Orphan Boarding School was built by the Kano and Borno state governments for one purpose: saving children who have lost everything. The 100 students here are between the ages of 5 and 8, except for one student who is 13. All of them lost their parents, killed by the Boko Haram insurgency, and were forced to flee their villages. Each child carries a heartbreaking story, but they are now living a fairly normal life. Saidu Goza had this to say about the orphanage.
I have no problem with the food or the well-being of myself and other students. The officials are trying their best. I enjoy studying and living in the orphanage.
The school has a big compound, a playground, dormitory, and a library that a non-government organization recently donated. Some children are already dreaming of a life beyond the orphanage.
I want to become a doctor so that I can help the less privileged and the needy.
Sometimes teachers have to overcome a language barrier to educate the students.
At first, I usually get a student that understands very little of the Hausa language, but then I tell him what I want to explain and have him explain it to the rest of the children, and steadily I begin communicating with the orphans. It was not easy, but with determination and dedication, I'm able to communicate and teach them.
Usually, after a nap time, the children queue up for their lunch. Some of them eat individually, while others prefer to eat in groups. The school cook says they like the food she cooks for them.
There are 4 of us responsible for the 3 square meals. Since the founding of the school, they have never complained of food scarcity or that the food is not tasty. They behave very well.
They have no complaints as the children are growing up and are adapting to their new environment. The children are gaining education and everything is being provided, and they are willing to learn at all times. That is our goal, and it is being achieved.
Despite the positive outlook, challenges remain, especially about the lack of support staff. There are few staff members looking after the children, and additional employees are needed. School officials hope the government will recruit more staff in the near future. Salim Solomon for Baraje Bashir, VOA News.